Hi guys, welcome to Biology 360 YouTube channel. To get perfect score of 360 in Neet Biology, you have to do two things. First one, go through all the lines of biology NCERT, and second one, practice NCERT based MCQs. We have already uploaded detailed video on important points to be noted for chapter 1 and 2. I have added the link in description. In this video, we are going to see NCERT based MCQs for chapter 1 and chapter 2. Let's get started. Chapter 1, The Living World. First question, which of the following feature is or defining? Options are A. Growth, B. Cellular organization, C. Consciousness, and D. Both A and B. And your countdown starts. And the correct answer is both A and B, because cellular organization means metabolism. So metabolism and consciousness both are defining feature. Next we will move on to second question. Fungi, filamentous algae and protonema of mosses multiply through. Options are option A budding, option B fragmentation, option C regeneration, option D fission. Countdown starts. And the correct answer is fragmentation. Third question. Assertion. Self-consciousness is not a defining property. Reason. Human being is the only organism who is aware of himself. And options are both assertion and reason is true, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. Option B. Both assertion and reason is true, and reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. Option C. Assertion is true and reason is false. Option D. Both assertion and reason are false. Countdown starts. And the correct answer is both assertion and reason is true, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion, because self consciousness is only for human being, and it is not for all living organism, so it is not defining one. Fourth question. The number of species that are known and described is option A 1.7 to 1.8 billion, option B 2.1 to 2.2 million, option C 1.7 to 1.8 million, option D 2.1 to 2.2 billion. Countdown starts. And the correct option is option C 1.7 to 1.8 million. Fifth question. Naming an organism with two components is known as dash, and it was given by dash. Options are option A dinomial nomenclature and Ernest Mayr, option B binomial nomenclature and Carolus Linnaeus, option C binomial nomenclature and Ernest Mayr, option D dinomial nomenclature and Carolus Linnaeus. And the countdown starts. And the correct answer is binomial nomenclature and Carolus Linnaeus. Sixth question. Which is the correct representation of scientific naming? And the options are, so you have to see through all the options and answer it, okay? Countdown start. And the correct answer is option D. Because in option A, the genus, First letter starts with small letter, so it is wrong. In option B, it is not in italics. In option C, it is underlined together. It should be underlined separately. In option D, all the rules are correct. The genus starts with a capital letter and species start with a small letter, and the author name is written at last of the two words in abbreviated form. Let's move on to 7th. External ear and body hair is feature of option A birds, option B amphibians, option C mammals, option D insects, and count on stats. And the answer is mammals. So mammals have external ear and body hair. Question number 8. Systematic arrangement of organism is known as dash. Linnaeus used dash as the title of his publication. Options are option A systemic and systema natura, option B systematics and systema natura, option C systemic and systema, option D systematics and systeme, and count on stats. And the correct answer is systematic arrangement of organism is known as systematics, and Linnaeus used systema natura as the title of his publication. Ninth question. What are the genus that comes under the family Solanaceae? Option A Solanum datura petunia. Option B Solanum asparagus allium. Option C Datura sesbania indigofera. Option D Solanum soyabean. And the countdown starts. And the correct answer is Solanum, Datura, and Petunia. These three come under the genus Solanaceae. Question number 11. Find out the taxonomical aid. Number 1. Based on contrasting character. Number 2. Analytical in nature. Options are option A. Jew, option B. Flora, option C. Key, option D. Herbarium. And the countdown starts. And the answer is Key. Question number 12. Match the following. Flora, Botanical Garden, Manual, Monograph. And in this side, information about one taxon, index of the plant species, name of the species, Q England. And options are given in this table. And the countdown stats. And the option B is correct. See, Flora means index of the plant species, Botanical Garden, Q England, Manual, names of the species, and monograph, information about one taxon. Next, we will move on to chapter 2, biological classification. First question. The number of kingdom that are prokaryote in 5 kingdom and 6 kingdom classification respectively. Option A 1 and 1, option B 2 and 2, option C 1 and 2, option D 2 and 1. And the countdown starts. And the correct answer is 1 and 2, because in 6 kingdom classification we have divided Monera into 2. Monera is prokaryote, so it is divided into 2 means the both are prokaryote and remaining 4 are eukaryote. So 1 and 2. Second question. The kingdom that has cellular or loose tissue organization. Options are option A Protista, option B fungi, option C Monera, and option D plant. And the countdown starts. And the correct answer is fungi. So this information is given in the table of the first page of chapter 2. You have to go through all the tables, all the diagrams, and you have to read the summary too. Next, question number 3. Where do you place Chlamydomonas and Chlorella in 5 kingdom classification? Option A, Plantae, option B, fungi, option C, Protista, and option D, none of the above. And the countdown starts. And the correct answer is Protista. In if they are asking the question with respect to 5 kingdom classification, you have to answer it as Protista. Still, we read Chlamydomonas and Chlorella in algae, but with respect to 5 kingdom classification, it comes under Protista. Question number 4. What is phylogenetic? Option A, morphological relationship. Option B, physiological relationship. Option C, reproductive relationship. And D, evolutionary relationship. And the countdown starts. And the correct answer is evolutionary relationship. Fifth question. Based on the picture, the bacteria belongs to dash, and what is one in the picture? So options are bacilli and spore. Option B, bacilli and buds. Option C, rod and buds. Option D, cocci and spore. And the countdown starts. And the answer is bacilli and spore. This is rod shaped, and rod shaped bacteria are known as bacilli, and that one is spore. Question number 6. Match the following. This side we have photosynthetic autotroph, chemosynthetic autotroph, heterotroph. In this side we have curd making, fix atmospheric nitrogen in legume, bloom, recycling nutrient, fix atmospheric nitrogen. And the options are, and the countdown starts. And the answer is option B. Here, photosynthetic autotroph work is to form bloom and to fix atmospheric nitrogen. Chemosynthetic autotroph recycling nutrient, and heterotroph curd making and fix atmospheric nitrogen in legume. There are two terms. Fixing atmospheric nitrogen in legume is the function of heterotroph, and fix atmospheric nitrogen is photosynthetic autotroph. That is cyanobacteria, they fix atmospheric nitrogen. Question number 7. Diatomeous earth is used for dash and belong to dash class of Protista. Option A, polishing, filtration of oil and syrup, chrysophyte. Option B, polishing, purification of oil and syrup, chrysophyte. Option C, filtration, purification of oil and syrup, chrysophyte. Option D, polishing, filtration of oil and syrup, dinoflagellate. And the countdown starts. And the answer is polishing, filtration of oil and syrup, and chrysophyte. Okay. Question number 8. Euglena has protein rich dash layer, and in absence of sunlight they obtain food by dash. Option A, protein granule predation. Option B, pellicle predation. Option C, protein granule parasitism. Option D, pellicle and parasitism. Countdown starts. And the correct answer is pellicle and predation. In the absence of sunlight, they obtain food through predation. You have to note this. Ninth question. Dash has gullet and belongs to dash class of Protista. Option A Plasmodium protozoa. Option B Trypanosoma dinoflagellate. Option C Paramecium protozoa. Option D Plasmodium and dinoflagellate. And the countdown starts. And the correct answer is Paramecium protozoa. So Paramecium has a gullet and that belong to protozoa class of Protista. Question number 10. Asexual spores are produced endogenously and Cenocytic hyphae. These are characteristic of dash. Options are Deuteromycetes, option B Basidiomycetes, option C Ascomycetes, option D Phycomycetes. And the countdown starts. And the answer is Phycomycetes. Only Phycomycetes have Cenocytic hyphae. Question number 11. Match the following. In this side we have Alternaria, Albugo, Agaricus, Aspergillus. And this side we have Phycomycetes, Ascomycetes, Basidiomycetes, Deuteromycetes. And the options are, and the countdown starts. In all classes of fungi, we have an example that starts with letter A. So this may confuse you. So you have to keep it in the mind. And the correct option is option C. Number 12. Large number of dash or decomposer of litter and help in mineral cycling. Options are option A algal fungi, option B imperfect fungi, option C sac fungi and option D bracket fungi. And the countdown starts. And the correct option is imperfect fungi. So you have to know all the other names of the classes of fungi. Algal fungi is the other name for Phycomycetes. Imperfect fungi is for Deuteromycetes. Sac fungi is for Ascomycetes and bracket fungi is for Basidiomycetes. Question number 13. Plants are autotrophic, partially heterotrophic, parasite, all of these. And the countdown starts. And the correct option is all of these. Plants are basically they are autotrophic, but some insectivorous plants are partially heterotrophic and Cascata is parasite. So the answer is all of these. 14th question. Pick how many are bacterial and viral diseases. Mump, herpes, tetanus, influenza, citrus concur. And the options are, and the countdown starts. And the correct option is option 1. See, mumps is a viral disease, herpes is a viral disease, tetanus is a bacterial disease, influenza is a viral disease, and citrus concur is a bacterial disease. So, 2 bacterial disease and 3 viral disease. Okay, next 15th question. Contagium vivum fluidum was given by dash and is also known as dash. Option E DJ Ivanovsky, an infectious living fluid. Option B DJ Ivanovsky, non infectious living fluid. Option C MW Bijerneck, infectious living fluid. And option D MW Bijerneck and non infectious living fluid. And the countdown starts. And the correct option is MW bigenic, and it is also known as infectious living fluid. Okay, next question number 16. Match the following. This side we have plant virus, animal virus, bacteriophage, and this side single stranded RNA, single stranded RNA, or double stranded DNA, or double stranded RNA and double stranded DNA. And the options are, and the countdown starts. And the correct option is option 4. And 17th question. Dash is similar in size to virus and dash is smaller than virus. Option A, viroid and prion. Option B, prion and viroid. Option C, lichen and viroid. And option D, none of these. And the countdown starts. And the correct option is prion and viroid. Prion is similar in size to virus and viroid is smaller than virus. And 18th question, prion causes dash in cattle and analogous to dash in dash. Option A, CR Jacob disease and mad cow disease in human. Option B, mad cow disease, CR Jacob disease in bird. Option C, bovine spongiform encephalopathy, CR Jacob disease in human. And option D, bovine spongiform encephalopathy, CR Jacob disease in bird. And the countdown starts. And the correct option is option C, bovine spongiform encephalopathy, and it is analogous to CR Jacob disease in human. Okay, we have come to the end of the video. After completing all the MCQ, now you can very well differentiate the topics in which you are strong and the topics in which you have to work on. So revise the lesson and get ready for third lesson in my next video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and share. Stay connected and subscribe to Biology 360.